Other Fragrance Live review. Today I'm going to talk about French brand called Chevignon, and this fragrance is called Chevignon For Men. Released in 1992, is the amber woody fragrance. I don't know who was the perfumer behind. Top notes are juniper berries, also caraway, carnation, artemisia, bergamot, green notes, and basil. Meat notes are geranium, carnation, lily of the valley, rose, jasmine. And base notes are cedar wood, oakmoss, leather, amber, patchouli, and musk. Main accords are amber accords, woody accords, green accords, leather accords, musky accords, rose accords, and also warm and spicy accords. This is a genuine fragrance from the 90s, a very complex blended fragrance. The shape of the bottle has been inspired by whiskey bottles, and this fragrance has been out in 1992. It's a great fragrance, actually, to tell you the truth. I don't know which one you ever smelled or not, but this is one of the best fragrance from the house of Chevignon. And it's a real leathery, ambery, woody, floral, very well blended. Unfortunately, I don't know who was the perfumer because it's not Grantica and neither on base notes. Uh, it's pretty close to Polo Green by Ralph Lauren and also by Polo Crest. Some people say it's also close to Burberry for men. I'm not sure of that. Maybe. Why not? But anyway, it's a great fragrance from the 90s. You know, all those notes that we gather here: leather, floral, spices, woody accord with patchouli, cedar, ambery, also musk, and it's a great oakmoss. It's a great fragrance from the 90s. Really, it's a very nice surprise because it was discontinued for a couple of years, was pretty hard to find it, and now it's back again in the market, and I'm very happy. Almost with the same packaging. The packaging hasn't changed; it's the same packaging, and also the smell is pretty the same. Little bit less potent than the original formula, but it's still the same formula going on here. Is haven't changed much, but this fragrance really will please all those 90s very complex fragrance lovers, those that we are searching for leathery, ambery, woody, floral fragrances. And Chevignon is on the same ballpark. It's a great fragrance, and the brand of Chevignon, well, it's a actually French brand, very inspired by American outfits. And this brand was established, I think, in the beginning of 80s by certain Mr. Azule, and he started to do lots of great leather jackets, t-shirts, many relaxing outdoor outfits. And he released the Chevignon for Men in 1992. I remember I bought it immediately, and I really love that fragrance at the first sniff because it's a great fragrance. Really, as I told you, it's on the same ballpark as Polo Green or Polo Crest. If you like those fragrances from Ralph Lauren, it's on the same ballpark. It's a very rich. It's a very rich, spicy, leathery, ambery fragrance. Also, the woody notes play a lot in that fragrance, and really, it's a nice blast from the past. And to all of you who really are looking for those type of fragrances, it's a right one. It's a still back. It's a still shines, and it's back on shelves. Price are between $45 to $70. It's very affordable, and also you can maybe find it cheaper on web discounters. My personal view is that this is a great release. And funny thing is that this scent is made by Jacques Bogart. So if you know that Jacques Bogart perfumes are well known to be a powerhouse, you know that they are not joking with the notes. They are not joking with materials. Really, they try to keep it as much as it was in the 90s. And this is a big achievement by Jack Bogart. Somehow remind me also One Man Show by Jack Bogart. And it's a very greenish also, very greenish. Okay, let's say it's woody, it's greenish, it's ambery, floral, and leathery fragrance. So it's a very complex fragrance with lots of notes going on, lots of notes are playing here, major playing here, and they are not here by chance. They are here to mean something. Extremely well blended by the perfumer. Unfortunately, I don't know who was the perfumer. If some of you know who was the perfumer behind this masterpiece, please drop a comment on the section behind, because I really appreciate to know who was the perfumer behind this. And Chevignon For Men, it's not a very sophisticated fragrance. It's really for a man, for a bold man, for a man who wear leather jackets, for a man who wear easy to wear, and he's relaxed. He's seductive, but he's not a very sophisticated one. He's a biker, you know. It's for those kind of type of man, a biker, a man who wears leather jacket always. Not a bad boy, but a very adventurous man. You know, it's for that type of guys. So if you are feeling that you belong to that criteria of relaxed, the adventurous fellers, adventurous guys, then Chevignon For Men is made for you. So, whenever I wear Chevignon, I feel, because Chevignon was very famous for their pilot jackets too. So that can be also a great fragrance. It's a very American style fragrance, That's why it's pretty similar to Ralph Lauren releases. And I think it's a kind of fragrance that a pilot as Maverick can wear it. It's somehow that remind me Maverick of Top Gun. So that's my take on Chevignon For Men, released in 1992. It's a great fragrance. If you never heard of it, maybe it's a time for you to discover or rediscover this fragrance. Wear only what you want to wear, and don't trust nobody's word. Always test the fragrance. Try to find a sample, test it first, and then buy it. Because my options, my own choice are good for me, but they are not supposed to be good for everyone. I only give my opinion about the fragrances I love, but that might not be pleasing for you. So check before buying, and once you really fell in love with the fragrance, then pull the trigger. Have a great day. I'll be back soon on the same channel. Stay tuned, and for another fragrance review from Bel Air Scents. Cheerio!